What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Karen Oliver, and welcome back to Inside HQ. We're coming to you straight from World of Dance headquarters, but this podcast isn't about what goes on inside of these walls. It's about the amazing people on the outside who are building the movement, shaping the culture, and keeping the community alive. I am so excited to introduce today's guest, the one and only Cheyenne Kibblewhite.
Hi.
Yeah. Guys, if you do not know who Cheyenne Kibblewhite is, and you are part of the World of Dance family, that is a problem. And you have come to the right place, okay? Especially if we're going to be seeing you at Summit, you really should be knowing who Cheyenne Kibblewhite is. That's all I'm going to say. But just for a brief intro, Cheyenne is the owner of Legacy Entertainment, and she is our head judge for World of Dance. I mean, Shy, thank you so much for being here today. It's a dream come true, getting to have a conversation with Shy. If you know her, you would know. To start our conversation off, I just kind of want you to give us an intro. What got you into the dance world?
Okay. So I've been dancing since I was 2 years old. Fun fact, I got kicked out of my first dance class. Apparently I was climbing the curtains. But I guess they let me come back in. And I have just been dancing ever since. I took class. I was like a recreational dancer when I was younger. And I just really had a huge passion for it. I fell in love with it. It was such an incredible way as I got older, I've always told people that I could express myself better through movement than I could with words. Mm-hmm. So it's just been such a just rooted part of who I am. And it's been a part of my life forever, and it's grown and blossomed into still my life, but now my life and my career.
Yeah. So getting into that, what was the defining moment that got you into dance as a full-time profession, a career?
I can't say that there was one defining moment. Mm-hmm. I always knew. I knew. It's like spirit-led, or there's just things in your body that you know. Mm-hmm. You know if you're supposed to be somewhere. You know if you're supposed to be a part of something. And dance was such a huge part of me and who I am. I just knew. I didn't necessarily know how or when or what it would look like down the road, but I knew that it was always going to be a huge part of my life. If you would have asked me then, I probably would have been like, oh, I just want to dance back up, and I want to do a couple videos. I want to go on tour with Janet, and. I would have never said, oh, I plan on owning a management company who now supports some of the most phenomenal creatives in the entire world. Mm-hmm. In the entire world. I didn't know that was God's plan for me.
Yeah.
That wasn't revealed to me until much later. But I did know that dance was such a huge part of my life that it was always going to be, and it wasn't going to leave, or it wasn't temporary. It wasn't a season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you started, actually,
just so we all know, I'm Puerto Rican. I move my hands a lot. I fidget a lot, and life's great because I'm just a real human being like everybody else. So excuse the fidget.
It's okay. I fidget all the time too, and it's not like it's my job or anything to not do that.
I mean, hey.
What was your introduction into actually working in the dance industry? Can you walk us through your first gigs?
Yeah. So my first gigs, they were humbling. They were small gigs, community performances. I was part of different dance companies. I've been teaching dance since I was 15. Yeah, I don't even think I had my license yet. I used to jog to the dance studio. But I've been teaching dance since I was young, choreographing, and then that transitioned into traveling and choreographing, traveling and teaching, started judging, have been judging for decades now, and what was once community performances, teaching kids, that's where my heart always was teaching kids, and still is. I love, if you said, hey, do you want to teach a class? I'd say, give me those 9 to 12-year-olds. Give me the babies. Give them to me. They're just sponges, and they're just so on fire and they have so much life and so much hunger, and I have the patience for them, so I'm down.
Big one with the patience. I love teaching little ones. I think patience is definitely something I still have to work on, because I do get frustrated especially when it's a group of little ones that's over 15 little ones. I can't do that.
Oh, I'm down. Give me like 25 to 30 of them, and then by the time you come back, we'll have something to show you, something that they can feel, even if it's small, because foundation's so huge, right? And making sure that they have a strong foundation and understanding just their bodies and gross motor and balance. I love it.
You love it.
I do.
I understand the love for it. I think it's just a skill that you definitely have to develop as you go, where if I have over 20, I definitely need an assistant with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just hard to manage them all.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you have enough practice, even if you have 30 of them, you know exactly what to do to keep them in line and keep them in check and let them know what's up.
Yeah.
Can you reference for us like a moment where it was really special in your journey and you really, really are fond of that moment in your career?
Yes. So now I manage talent, and there are several moments, so I could pick any of them, but they all have the same underlying theme, and it's seeing our humans. We don't refer to them as clients at all. There's nothing wrong with that word for people who do. It just doesn't align with who we are. But seeing our humans reach these goals and achieve and land these jobs and have these dream opportunities, and knowing that our work played a part in that and supporting them, and that, you know, it's brings me such joy, and it makes me so proud to know that we had a role and played an integral part in making those opportunities happen, making sure that they came to fruition, that they weren't just thoughts, that everything was in place, and that they were successful. Success isn't only, it's not just about remuneration, right? It's about, are you aligned with the right people? Did this resonate with you? Was there intrinsic value in it for you? Was this something that spoke to your heart and your spirit and something that you aligned with? So when all of that happens, and knowing that we played a role in that, it brings me such joy, because in reality, their success is our success.
Right. I mean, for those of you that don't know, Legacy has done insane work in the dance industry. Like, the most amazing projects you could ever think of and imagine. Cheyenne Kibblewhite right here. Literally her. And I have no words. I mean, it's just absolutely inspiring, and I'm like shocked every time I get to see you in action, and I'm super grateful for the opportunity to like learn from you whenever I can.
Thank you.
Speaking of Legacy, can you walk us through when Legacy started? What started Legacy? What was the idea that sparked it? How did it come about?
I will say with full certainty that Legacy was always God's plan for my life. It was truly nothing that I could have imagined, you know, and I'm really faith driven, so you will hear me reference those things often. But, you know, I say God will provide exceedingly and abundantly above all you could ever imagine. If somebody would ask me if I would going to be a talent manager, it's no, that's not who I am. That's not what I do. It was such a natural transition. It literally just became. Anytime you start something and you do something with intention, you're solving for something. There's a need or a lack, something that needs a solution. And with Legacy, for us, we're very artist. I was a dancer first, so I'm incredibly artist-minded. And when you step into an opportunity, it can be very challenging to have to advocate for yourself, to have to speak to your value and your worth, to be in charge of creative on such a high level, and additionally need to handle all those logistics.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And seeing that there was a need for someone to step in and say, hey, you know what? We can handle the logistics. We will protect you. We will support you. We will advocate for you. We will be instrumental in paving paths and shaping opportunity, and stepping into that. And that it's not about me. It's not about remuneration. It's not about what can I get, but it's really about aligning with the right people, coming into partnership and walking alongside them so that they can focus and shine in their strengths, and we can support and drive logistics. And that's how it came about. There was a need for someone to step in and handle those things. Being that this is the world that I come from, it was very natural, having a really strong understanding of what needed to be done, what hadn't been done right previously. My own personal experience, I'm not speaking and saying anything negative about, oh, person X or person Y.
Right.
That's definitely not who I am or how I am, but we all have personal experiences, and we see some of them are blessings and some of them are lessons. And I believe that anytime you take those lessons and you apply what you've learned, you applied where it didn't work, it can become a blessing, and then everything can actually become a blessing. So the lessons that I learned through my own journey, even if it was teaching me how not to treat someone, what not to do, I took those strengths, I took those lessons, and we've cultivated a community where our dancers are safe and protected and advocated for, and they're in the forefront. It's artist driven. It's protecting the artist, providing for the artist, supporting the artist, and being there for our humans so that they can just create and share their gift with the world, literally.
Absolutely. How long has Legacy been around for?
It's going on 10 years, 9 years, 10 years. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
For that. 10 years is incredible.
Maybe not quite. I don't know. It's I can look. I would say
we'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll get back to you. 8, 9, something like that.
And of course, within all of those years, you have been able to work in very diverse areas of the dance industry, from tours to movies to commercial work, Broadway, everything. How do you maintain such a high standard for all of these very, very diverse projects?
We have a strong core team, and we have the same vision and the same values. We set a standard of excellence. Communication is so key. Being a genuine, kind human, it goes a long way. Building strong relationships, fostering those relationships, nurturing those relationships, and coming alongside a team that has and shares the same values and vision. It's so important. It's so important. It's not, I will never take the credit and say, oh, it's me. It's not. There's we're so blessed to have the team that we have. And our work's in the shadows. Our best work is done when you don't even know we were there. You don't know we were there. You don't know I worked on it. And if it came out fire, I did my job. I did my job.
I mean, I've been the luckiest person in the world to be able to see you in action working behind the scenes. And
thank you.
It is just mind-blowing. You have no idea everything that this woman does. You really wouldn't know or see it just by looking at the end product. And once you know and see it and you understand, you would understand that without her and Legacy, the project wouldn't have been possible whatsoever.
Thank you.
So that's just unbelievably impressive. Obviously, throughout every single project, there's hardships that come about. There's difficulties. And could you talk a little bit about some of the lessons you've learned on the way?
Yeah, one of the most challenging things is knowing when to say no. Opportunities aren't just, oh, this is a great opportunity. Oh, this pays big. It's important that our humans align with whether it's a client or a vision, that it is in line with our values, with their values, because I'm so blessed by the roster of humans that we support, and they're all different. And they each have their, things that speak to them, things that they're passionate about, and they're just like with any human being, their own core values. So making sure that whatever job it is, that it really aligns with their beliefs and their values, and it's something that speaks to their spirit, a place where their art is going to be well received, and they can share their story, and they can make an impact and touch other people. Knowing when to step in and out of opportunities, seeing an opportunity come in and seeing what it is and being able to shape it. That's something that is definitely a strength of mine. Is we'll be dealing with something, or we'll have an opportunity, or we'll meet with a client and it'll come in as X. And I see it, and I see what I believe it should be, and what I hear when they speak to me is, okay, you're telling me this, but I believe what you really want is over here. And then shaping that, representing it, positioning it, and then receiving their blessing to go ahead and do it. And then they receive what they actually really wanted. They may think, oh, we want this person to come in and choreograph. And after hearing what their desire is, it's actually that they need a creative director. And being able to be confident enough and have a deep knowing and understanding of our humans, what they're capable of, where they shine the best, and being able to put that back on the table, rearrange the whole thing, but end up with what they actually really truly wanted. It could be totally scary, but I actually really love it. I love it. And it's not in a conceited, I know better than you.
Yeah.
It's not. I hear you. I'm actually truly genuinely listening to you and hearing you and receiving what your desires are. I also hear that while you're saying this, what you're actually asking for is this. And guess what? That's great. And we can do that. So it's building those relationships and building those trusts and knowing when to step in, when to press in, when to rest in it, who to align with. It's growth isn't linear, right? It's experience, and there's a lot of putting other people before yourself,
right?
And really being willing to hear them and meet them where they're at. And it's not always easy, but it's important, and it's incredibly rewarding. So yes, it's a challenge. A lot of the things that I personally experienced in previous work quite literally have taught me, and I think I mentioned this earlier, how not to treat someone, what not to do, how not to position yourself in a meeting, in a line of work. And that was hard, and it hurt, but I learned from it, and it's actually protected me from making errors in those same places. So yes, there are things that are difficult, but they really work together for the greater good, as long as you apply them properly.
And at the end of the day, I mean, you've been doing this for a minute, and you have the experience that's needed to know what is right, when it's right, how to apply things how they should be, and really listening to the requests you're getting and being able to shape them into what they actually are wanting. So
yeah, even before Legacy, I had been doing similar work. Look, I told you I'm a fidgeter and my hair is on the mic. That's fun. So even before Legacy, I was doing similar work with companies, dance companies, and whatnot. So the title changed on what I was doing. And actually, truth be told, it allowed me to take off my plate things that I was doing before that I didn't enjoy. It wasn't in my strength, and just focus on the things that I am strong at. And there was a reason why I was telling you that, and don't really know what that is right now, but that's okay. We can either edit that out, or you can just see I'm human like everybody else.
It's okay. It happens to me all the time. Let's direct this convo into legacy itself.
Okay.
And what legacy is a really strong word in and of itself, right? There's a lot of meaning that holds, and you decided that it would be legacy entertainment. Mm-hmm. What does legacy mean to you personally and professionally? What's the legacy that you want to leave behind?
So I feel like they're one and the same. Legacy is about impact. Mm-hmm. It's about creating and leaving something that extends beyond your own career. This art that our humans put out, it's timeless. It's timeless, and it will impact way beyond their retirement. And legacy is about impact. It's about really creating something and sustaining things, art and presence and storytelling and sharing and creating beyond, and letting it, things that will extend beyond your own career. And literally leaving that legacy for the next generation, paving paths, creating platforms for new voices to be heard and new stories to be shared.
That was the most beautiful answer I've ever heard in my entire life.
And you keep me going, and I'll cry because I'm so passionate about it.
I mean, it's very rare to find a business and a leader of a business that is so emotionally attached to their work, and you can really tell when there is success. When there's success and it's visible, you can immediately tell whether it's passion led, mm-hmm. or if it's just grind and stress and clout induced. You know what I mean?
It's definitely not clout induced.
It's definitely not that. And when you get to work with someone like Cheyenne and your team, you really can tell the amount of passion and the extra mile that goes along with your work. There's things that you're not necessarily getting paid for, or you're not necessarily being hired to do. Mm. And something that really stuck with me from one of the first times that I ever met Cheyenne, she was talking about one of her clients, and
one of her humans.
Sorry. And you said, if they need to blow their nose, I will know about it.
Oh yeah.
If they need to go to the bathroom, if they need to blow their nose, if they need food, she knows about it. Is that her job? Not necessarily. However, she will go the extra mile and have that passion behind everything that she does, which is why there is so much success attached to everything that you've done.
Oh, thank you. And it's true. And it's not a babying thing, right? Like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to know like, this person needs my permission about their nurse. No. We are detail oriented. When we step into, and people ask me, well, what's the difference between, what you do and what an agent does? And what we do is very boutique. It's not just contract negotiations and making sure the dollars are there. We do that. We absolutely do that. It's so detail oriented. I know, and we won't call anyone out. It's not a calling out, but I'm not going to have you like, okay, this person, and quiz me, as I'll be able to give you the answers. I can tell you, it's all of it. It's when I say we take the logistics off their plate, we really take the logistics off their plate. All they need to do when we do our job well, which we always strive to do, is focus on their art, on their craft. I can tell you who needs to sit where on an airplane. I can tell you their birth dates. I can tell you likely their mileage numbers, what airline they like to fly, what they're allergic to, what they prefer not to eat, if they want to skip a meal because they prefer to fast while they're working and then eat afterwards. I can tell you where they're most comfortable. I know when to call them, when not to call them. I have such a deep awareness of who they are as an individual and a genuine care for who they are as an individual, knowing that, having a desire to protect that. And as someone who's a protector and a nurturer, just because that's how God made me, it actually makes their job easier.
Right.
I've had so many people, I mean, literally from motion picture to Broadway to network to, I feel like more of the community organizers globally, we operate in the same, realm, all from the same place. But I have had so many people in high places of position, right, tell me that when they speak to me, they feel as if they're speaking directly to the artist, and they don't question when I say, this is what Karen wants. This is what she wants in this opportunity, in this job. And that's just who I am. That's a huge part of what and who Legacy is. So when I hear that, it's almost surprising to me. I'm like, wait, not everybody is like that? Right. I really genuinely was surprised because that's just how I've always been.
Yeah, totally.
And so like, no, a lot of times they don't even know what they eat.
Also, I mean, with everything, you really know people and you know how to understand who they are, and you know how to understand when things are how they're supposed to be and when they're not, which kind of leads into you being such an amazing judge. Cheyenne is a person that has vast experience in the judging world, and not only do you judge for World of Dance, but you've also had experience judging all over the world.
Yes.
Particularly for World of Dance. How did this opportunity come about? How long have you been with us? When did you get started?
Oh, okay. That's fun. So I've been with World of Dance since 2010. And I wonder how many of you guys weren't even born yet. So I've been with World of Dance since 2010, and I would judge here and there. I absolutely loved the community and this safe space and welcoming space for all genres of dance to take the stage and share their story. And for me, it's such a passion of mine because I came from the community. Yes, I love the work I do now. I do. That does not change where I came from.
Right.
And being active in my global community is important to me. So judging led to judging multiple events. And then it led naturally, a natural addition. I won't even say transition because still judging, but as the type of person that I am, wanting to support the hardworking tour staff, how can I help, and stepping into support and then crossing over here and there to offer additional support. It grew in very naturally. And so when they asked me to be a head judge, it's like, absolutely. I take judging so seriously. You have these amazing dancers who work so hard for months, years on end, and they come vulnerably to share their story on stage. And it's important that they are receiving areas that they're shining in and shining light with compassion on areas of growth. It's important that the information is clear, that it's fair, that it's transparent. And it was just to be able to give back to the community and support the community in that way. So easy for me, full circle moment. And you know what else? Dave Gonzalez is an unsung hero in all this. He is humble. He's not putting himself in front of the camera and not, hey, I did this, but guess what? Hey, he did this. And what he continues to do for our global community to create this it's more than a brand. It's a home. It's a family. And to create that, I have so much appreciation and respect for that, and so much gratitude for his trust in me, because I do take this so seriously and I am so passionate about it. And it has such value when done correctly to support the growth, of our global community. So thanks, Dave.
The amount of times that I have begged Dave to step in front of the camera.
He's not going to do it.
He's never going to do it. But for those of you that don't know, Dave is our president of World of Dance, our CEO, our founder, or co-founder, and just an amazing human being overall.
Yes.
And really
humble.
Yes, someone that just really cares about making the dance community and the dance world larger than life. Mm-hmm. He's not someone that feels like... I don't feel like there's this competitive nature inside World of Dance.
No.
It's like the more the merrier, which is just such an amazing place to be in. I love to working here. I love World Dance. I mean, there's just a lot more that I can say about Dave. But
no, he sets the tone. It starts at the top. He sets the tone. He doesn't come out and it has to be this, it has to be that. He listens to the community. He listens to what they need. He listens to what drives them. He's so adaptable. He's 2 steps ahead, always thinking, how can we offer more? How can we offer more to our global community? What else can we do? How can we support them further? Making sure that when they come to a World of Dance event, that everything is running as smoothly as possible, that they feel safe, they feel seen, they feel valued, and they can do their best work. And I think that's a lot of why there's an alignment, because my values and things that drive me with Legacy, I see those same things in Dave. Mm-hmm. He's just constantly working to better the community, offer more to the community, give back to the community, give them a space, play a bigger role. And it's not it's without ego, right? It's really because having a home and a community for our global dance community, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
love
period, slay, Dave, we love you.
I co-sign.
Also, I mean, I do have to mention Mike. Mike is the best person in the entire world. Mike is also an unsung hero.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
If you ever see any World of Dance content ever, any of it, Mike definitely worked on it.
Yep. We love you, Mike.
From the beginning. So again, Mike, love you too. You guys are amazing. We wouldn't be here without you guys. This wouldn't be a thing without both of y'all. So thank you.
Thank you. We got off topic, but I think it was much needed.
We definitely spiraled a little, but it's okay. When you are judging,
yes,
do you have a certain judging philosophy? Anything that really, you're watching a performance, you're like, that's the one.
Okay. Well, I think it's rooted in balance, because yes, I want to see that you guys have rehearsed and it's, technical excellence, but is it making me feel something? Are you connecting with the audience? Is there originality, overall performance quality? So it's the whole entire picture. Did it move me? Did it move the audience? Did we feel something? Were you able to relay your story in a way that was effective, and not just formulaic? But did it push boundaries? Were you vulnerable? Were you real? And we feel that when those things happen, when all of those pieces beautifully come together, we feel it. And you see an elevated performance. And the audience feels it. The audience feels it too. But it's definitely rooted in balance.
Absolutely. With World of Dance Summit 2025 coming up, super excited. Cannot wait to see you all there. Do you have any advice for those that are coming to impress both yourself and the judges panel, something that you guys are always looking for that people can start working on?
Absolutely. Do not come to impress us. Don't do it. This is about you. This is about you. Connect with your craft. Be vulnerable. Be real. Tell your story. And tell it with authenticity. Be authentic to who you are. Respectfully, I know our humans. I know their work. I live and breathe it every single day. I don't want to see any one of you do them. I would love to meet you. We would love to meet you. We would love to hear who you are and have you share that with us. And just be real. What, your passion for your craft. It's a gift. It's a gift. So as you come in to Summit, I don't want to say don't worry about us, because obviously you want your work to be well received. But the more authentic you are to who you are, to your passion for your craft, it's going to be so well received. We want to see how beautifully you do you.
And that's on period. I have nothing like preach. Exactly. You heard it here first. Be yourself, you do you, and we will see you at Summit with your vast, ample experience in all areas of the entertainment field that we have talked about today. We've talked about 80,000 different topics. Can you give those watching advice on how to get into the entertainment field and how to get started?
How to get started. Work hard. Train. Don't skip training. And training is not just in dance class. Training is in your heart. It's in the food that you're putting in your body. It's in recovery. It's holistic, right? You need to be mindful of how you're eating, of what you're taking into your body, the energy and the people around you. Are they lifting you up? Or if there's land the plane. It's a holistic thing. Talent is not all of it. It is a very important part. I'm not going to sit here and give you an everybody's a star speech and anybody can dance back up for Beyonce. I'm not going to tell you that. But what I am going to tell you is you need to work hard. You need to be resilient, and you need to be mindful of the connections and the relationships that you're building. You need to be a good steward and a good human. So many times I have heard, I have these two amazingly talented options, and I have heard people say, I'm going to choose the one that is easier to work with, the one that is harder working, the one who's not a diva, because it's a lot easier to work with a good human than it is a stinker. And that doesn't mean be a pushover. That doesn't mean don't advocate for yourself. But it means remember that every day, everybody gets up having to deal with whatever they've got to deal with. Work as hard as you can to improve your physical talent, to maintain your health, and have an attitude of gratitude when you step into the door. Be coachable. Be resilient. And again, that doesn't mean be pushover. Stand up for yourself. Or if you're at that level where support is necessary, get support. Have a manager that can advocate for you. Como así. See, this is legacy. All day long. All day long. But yeah, it's more than just the steps that you learn in a studio as you're training with a team. You have to dance with your whole heart and your whole spirit. It's a whole picture.
Cheyenne is amazing, and we love you so much. And again, like, the advice that you give is so valuable to those that are listening. We've had so many conversations within different episodes of this podcast so far, and there has been one consistent thing throughout every single episode, and that is people coming on here talking about their experiences, and whether it be the dance community, the dance industry, and the main thing that everyone says is the most valuable thing you can be as a good human being.
Oh, absolutely.
And the best experiences they've ever had is surrounded by people that are easy to work with, that it is a safe space, a safe space for your body, your mind, surrounded by people that you're really wanting to work with. Like, that is just, again, hearing it from you just solidifies that in to everything that we've heard so far. Within your experience, you have had so much success, and there's many different ways to define success. How do you define success for yourself now versus how you defined it before?
you know, when you're starting out, especially as a new business, you feel like you need to produce, you need to produce, you need to produce. And I still feel a strong desire to produce. I want to be an integral part of supporting our humans, reaching out, working to sit at the table and get those opportunities for them, and be a part of that. But there's more to it. It's building with integrity, building with a team, making sure that what we're doing will outlast us and leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the work, it's about what we're building.
That's beautiful. I mean, sometimes you just say some things and I'm just like, how am I supposed to be speaking after that? Hello? With that definition of success for yourself and your vast experience in the dance industry, is there a specific project, if you could dream up a specific dance project that was your dream, the best possible project you could ever work on, what would that look like? Would it be a specific artist that you would love to work with? Would it be a specific, like a movie? Whatever. Dream big.
Super blessed by the work we've done so far. You know, we've done Broadway, we've done motion picture, we've done commercial, we've done tour. I'm so thankful for everything that we've done. Creating something that is 100% us. Global fusion project, storytelling, multimedia, bringing dancers together from all cultures and having it be grassroots ours from start to finish.
Legacy worldwide.
Legacy worldwide. We just have so many amazing humans that can really do it all. Shout out my brother Keone. One of the hardest working humans I've ever seen in my life.
Big fan. Huge fan.
And all of our humans are all so beautiful and unique and special in their own way. And it's so amazing to be a part of their story in the capacity that we are. I'm really thankful.
Totally. If you ever get the chance to hop on the Legacy website and look up their roster, you know, it's one of the craziest things that I have ever seen in my life. I was like,
they're not even all on there. Some
like,
of them are.
This can't be real. You're scrolling and you're like, this is a lie. Like, it's just like watching. It's kind of like looking at the roster for like the Olympics, like the dance Olympics. Basically, it's insane.
Avengers.
It's like the dance Avengers, all at Legacy. I don't understand how you made that happen, but it's there.
I didn't. They made it happen. It's wild to see what God had planned for me. I mean, there's days I wake up and I'm like, really, Dad? I'm not going to question you, but if you say jump, I'm jumping. So let's go.
Going back to Legacy a little bit, what is the next step for Legacy? And let's just manifest some things for you. Okay. It's my favorite part of this podcast.
It's your favorite podcast?
Yeah, I always have our guests manifest things for themselves, speak them into existence. What's next for Legacy, for you? What's the dream project again? Something that you're hoping will come your way soon.
I have a full trust and full faith in knowing that God is directing the steps of Legacy and has an amazing plan. And I can sit here and list all the things that I want to do. I can. And if you really want to, like, we will. But every single time that I have rested in the Spirit and allow God to drive it, exceedingly abundantly beyond all that I could have ever imagined. If you would have asked me 10 years ago if I would be sharing story right now and saying, today I am working on a movie, I'm working on a new episodic, I am working on Broadway, I'm working on the UK with their, the West End, LORT contracts, videos, creative direction for insane artists, tours, teaching all over the world, myself sitting on panels, having the honor to support the community that I started with as head judge for an organization that I align with and respect so much. I would have been like, shut up.
Toss. She's just it.
But I'm just thankful for the blessings that God's blessed me with. So for sure, I can manifest all day long, or I can rest in faith and knowing that it's already been decided and I just need to walk in obedience.
Yeah. I mean, I really hope that everything that you've ever hoped for yourself comes true. You really do truly deserve it. One of the hardest working people that I've ever met in my life, the most inspiring human beings ever. It is a blessing and just unbelievably inspiring to be able to work with you and learn from you whenever I get the chance.
Y tú sabes que te amo mucho, mi amor.
Yo te amo, Shai. As you can tell, we love each other a lot. But again, thank you so much for sitting down and having this conversation with me. Thank you so much for everything you do for World Dance, for being our head judge. Thank you for really building the dance industry and paving paths for people and helping all of your humans out as you do. That's it for this episode of Inside HQ. Stay tuned for our next episode. Look into the camera. Let the people know if there's anything coming up for you, where they can catch you next. Because, of course,
I'll see you at Summit. And thank you for letting me fidget with my hair and move around so much on camera. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing me to share. And I'll see all of you at Summit. Come say hi. I'll be up at the table. Give me a wave. I'll give you a wave back. Okay?
We will see you at Summit. Thank you so much, Shai.
Welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao.